Hey, welcome to the process. My name is Dr. John Bush. This is for the science of fantasyfootball.com. Check out the website. Lots of good stuff. A lot of my good video lessons. It's going to put you in a different way than pretty much most of the experts out there in cartoony land on Twitter. So it's, the few that listen, thank you very much. That's fine. This is helps me remember this stuff. Makes me do this. This today is my weekly consistency tool. I'm beta testing, second year in. Counts over median data versus 2023 ADP and season projections. We're trying to spot when things are different between consistency, what the public's thinking, and projected seasonal scoring. So you're trying to figure out what's different. I suspect, at least I hope, that we can find some so-called values, whatever that definition really means. In this case, it means that a player's more consistent than his ADP would let on. That is the simple definition. My COM data is sticky. You should see I've statistically tested it year to year. It is predictive as a group, not as an individual. You understand stats. Anything can happen as an individual, but as a group, there is things happening that are statistically significant, and all these other metrics out there and whatever they're talking, stumbles per inch or whatever it is they're coming up with. If they tested that, okay, does it work year to year, week to week? They don't know. We don't know. I don't have time to waste my money and time on something that hasn't been vetted. And that's why they should do beta testing as well. A couple of years, just say, hey, does it help me or doesn't it? Right? I have no clue. I can invent anything and claim it's whatever. A lot of claims. It's called snake oil. It's been around for a long, long time. Okay, running backs. I've already done wide receivers deep dive. Tight ends, already done that. Okay, here's my philosophy. Read it, believe it, absorb it. Here's what comms are. Give you an example. Here's some definitions. Deeper definitions. Positional rank, ADP, com percent, scaled comms, ADP's scaled values, scaled fantasy football projections for the year, and then differences between the scaled comms consistency versus ADP and projections. Trying to see what's different in a good way, right? We're trying to see who's being missed, right? Who we want to find that. Okay? Doesn't mean we, follow blindly, but if nothing else, this should make you think like, why is Bush's data, what is that? Why is it saying that? What am I missing? Why is he wrong? Or am I wrong? You figure it out. Keep your diary. Does this stuff help? If it helps, great. See you next year. If it doesn't, you can email me and complain. I don't care. Okay? Send me the hate mail. I don't care. Okay. So we have positional rank, overall rank, player, position, team, bye. This is my consistency raw number. This is scaled 0 to 100. 100's the best. 0's the worst. This is ADP. This is what the public thinks of each player. And this is the projections is predicted here. And this is the differences. Anything in green is a little bit higher and maybe there's a bargain. And here's projection bargains. Okay. So I broke this by public tiers, right? I know tiers. CMC, Eckler, Bijan Robinson are the top three. One might put CMC second, right? I mean, his own tier. But anyway, I've dropped it here. Here, the next group, next group, next group, and so forth. So now let's look at the comms in these. Well, what do you think? That's my dog. 88, 85. Nobody else is even close consistency-wise. Okay? Public loves them. Projections love them. You know, you're going to invest heavily. Data says they're going to be consistent for you. Barkley at 75. But look at Henry at 70. Henry's cheaper than Barkley. Minus 14, minus 12. Not the same. But they're both bargains in this tier compared to everybody else. Okay? The next one is probably what? Jacobs. I don't know if he's going to play, so I guess Chubb is next. So those are the three I'm looking in this tier. Projections, again, Saquon, Henry. Next group, Stevenson and Breece Hall. Minus 7. Look at the differences here. Breece Hall is better than all these as far as his consistency. 75. That's as good as Saquon. That's better than Henry. When he played, folks, when he played. Mixon, 62. That catches my attention. So those are some of the things I'm looking at. You can see these pop out here. Okay, Breece Hall pops out. Mixon pops out. Okay. Madison really worries me. I'm going to let y'all draft him. 6% calm? No. I don't know what he's going to get, but my data says players from that group, as a group, don't do well the next year. So I'm going to let you draft him. Okay, he may be number one. You can throw the hate mail in. Sanders at 40, I guess it's okay, I guess, if you're this deep down. Okay. Better than these other two, for sure. Akers. Okay. So, CMC, Eckler, yeah. Barkley, Henry, I might wait and grab Hall and then take Mixon and maybe get a wide receiver tight end in there. I don't know. You got to decide how you want to play this, or maybe Chubb. You know, I know everybody's on Pollard. Pollard's okay, 60. I didn't say he's bad, but it's just nothing like a bargain-ish that, you know, it's like, wow, got to draft him. It's okay. It's okay. Next bunch. Couple in the 50s. Connor. Look at Connor. Minus 11. Look at this thing. Nobody is minus. Connor's the best in this whole page here, folks. Okay, the next one. Cook. Pierce. Minus 20. Is that it? Oh, minus 18. Tyler Hedger with no competition. So if Bijan were to get hurt, this could deliver some value. If I've got Bijan, I want him, folks. Singletary, minus 20. That's not bad. Okay, notice we got a green here on the projections. That's 5 or 6. So there's some targets in here. There's some ones that I'm not targeting. Okay, in red, I'm letting you draft them, right? I'm letting you draft James Cook at 12% calm. No, not for me. Okay, he might tear it up, but I think I'll pass. Okay. Take a look. Is this next column? Yeah, next column. Fournette's intriguing. Elliott, of course. I've been drafting Elliott hand over fist. Solaire's deep, interesting. Okay. Strong and Patterson are interesting versus projections. So those are the 4 or 5 that are just jump out projections. Dwayne Bridle is projections and minus 9. You know, Zamir what minus 9. That's intriguing. Mostert minus 9. That's intriguing. Okay, there's some in there, some of these deep plays. And then the deepest of the deeps here. and you're saying, boy, let's get lots of green here. The reason is that these are cheap. These are not worth anything. But look at Murray and Buffalo, folks. He's one of your foraging horde last running back off the board. 37, folks. Deion Jackson, Indiana, 23, not bad. Knight at 41. Those get my attention. Don't know if they'll get playing time, but it looks like that's some good news. Knight here, 41%. I know, if I'm God Hall, I want Knight. Okay, cheap. I'll get him for free. Okay, so use this to plan wisely, right? Okay, so I'm going to have the static images of these on ScienceFantasyFootball.com, my lesson on deep running backs, ADPs, projections. You can check that out, and you can listen to this again 2 or 3 times. Good stuff here, folks. I want to thank. Keep your diary. See if this is really as good as I hope, right? We're all overly optimistic, right? It's cognitive bias. We all are too optimistic. We should be more pessimistic. But, you work so hard on something, second year in. We're talking years, folks, not 10 minutes on Twitter. And I know something. I'm an expert now. Yeah, okay. Come back. We'll finish with quarterbacks on this deep dive. And then we're going team by team. It's important when you're doing top down to the bottom, you got to look at players within their team. Okay, that can be that last clue here. Who are they surrounded by? Okay, who are their handcuffs? Only through team inspection will you find who's who and what's what and who's valuable and who isn't. And I think that's going to be really illuminating that series as well. Okay, come back. Woo-woo. Having fun.